Hai, Assalamualaikum and salam satu UiTM di hatiku to my beloved lecturer Dr. Saiful Farid bin Mat Yatin. On these video presentations, I would like to present my research proposal that is about issues in creating an online archive in Kedah National Archive. To not wasting a time, shall we go through to my presentation slide? So, let's we go. Issues in creating an online archive in Kedah National Archive. Presented by me, Wan Mohammad Aiman bin Wan Zamzani. You can call me Aiman. So let's we start. My table content has three chapters. That's first is a chapter 1 introduction, chapter 2 is literature review, chapter 3 is research methodology, and conclusion and the reference. We go through to the introduction part, which is an online archive are rapidly becoming the preferred way of accessing historical material through the website that is being provided for the user to get the material. Moreover, on these pandemic situations, most organization sector are being closed and not allowed to have the visitors. However, creating an online archive can undermine archivists' existing professional responsibilities like protecting archive material privacy interests. Furthermore, it took a long process to create an online archive, especially when it comes to the budget, lack of digitizations, and the copyright of the material. It caused the issues in creating an online archive. Significance of study. The significance of this research is to provide some valuable information for the public to get access to the historical material without need to visit to the archive. This research has tried to cover two of the areas in information management, which is electronic record keeping system and the digitizations. Many scientific channels such as computer science, engineering, and information studies have made research from their perspective. Nevertheless, information management discuss electronic record keeping system and digitizations from different approaches. The approaches including the system database, digitizations issues, copyrighted materials, training, and involvement of advanced technologies in creating an online archive. Thus, studies that conducted in different contexts, such as museum, gallery, archive, and library, have projected the knowledge to the community regarding an online method in retrieving the information, especially during the pandemic COVID-19 situations. Problem statement, research objective, and research question. For the first variable is about the inaccessibility to archive, which is the problem statement is students used to using digital research tools of the 21st century will likely find it difficult to access and refer papers held at the archive, as most archives are only available in the physical documents and microfilm real format. Paget Mandelin 2014. Research objective to investigate the problems they face in providing digital access to the archive material. Research question, what are the problems faced in providing digital access to the archive material? For the second variable, there is a lack of digitization. The most crucial issues regarding of digital preservations of archive material is regarding with the cost to preserving those records. In order to implement digital preservation in the archive, the costing of the digitization program is expensive compared with the paper-based records. Colombi and Vaca 2016. Research objective to identify the factors that influence the cost for digital preservations. Research question, what are the factors that influence the cost for digital preservations? For the third variable, copyright issues, for the archival material, there are no effective listening models. Thus, in order to be able to serve their users, particularly in a global society, archives are dependent on internationally recognized exceptions and limitations to copyright law. Dryden, Jean 2017. Research objective to study the copyright issues in creating an online archive to make available to the public. While the research question third is the last is what are the factors that affect copyright issues in creating an online archive to make available to the public. We go through to the hypothesis. The first is where we want to hypothesis in the first variable, that is inaccessibility to archive, is which archive that being close or too far away from rural area people are significant with creating an online archive. The second is the lack of digitization, which is the hypothesis is method of allocates budget is significant with creating an online archive. The third variable, copyright issues, is which is relate with the hypothesis is which is confidential and authorized issues in some historical material are significant with creating an online archive. So this is my conceptual framework: inaccessibility to archive, lack of digitizations, copyright issues, which are produced the DV is issues creating an online archive. We go through to the chapter 2, that is a literature review. For the first variable is inaccessibility to archive, which is the LR, is most of the handwritten historic materials that are currently available in digital formats are merely digital image copies of their original documents. Paget Madeline, 2014. The text visible on digital image, like the text seen on microfilm image, is neither computer readable nor computer searchable for them to access it from their home. Angela Gallagher, 2019. Second variable is lack of digitizations. The LR is the cost of digitizations project in the organizations where the agencies can get some ideas about the cost of digital preservations program. The list of account during the digital preservation includes setup, the machines such as scanner and computer, what are the right software used in the process, and any related matter regarding with digital preservation process. Lee, 2001. And for the last is the copyright issues. The DLR is, as mentioned by Dryden Jean, 2017, archive plays an essential role in serving the public interest by preserving and making such works available to the public. Archive, however, are subject to the same copyright law as commercial publishers and the entertainment industry, although archive organizations were not created for commercial purposes or for disseminations to the public, and thus are largely but not exclusively unpublished. We go through to the last chapter, that is a chapter 3, research methodology. For the first is a table of populations and sampling. Population in this study will target to archivists, rural area and urban people in Kedah. As for sampling, respondents were provided with questionnaire. The positions held were archivists, archive assistant, student and information researchers. And for the research design, as a result of considerations based on the objective of study and research question, it shows that qualitative method is the best practice to be applied in this through the online method. Descriptive research is chosen as it describes phenomenon of interest, providing with possibly answer based on 5W1H from the research topics and collected data processes. And for the limitation and constraints, we have 3. There is a feedback. Of course, the answer will get a little bit late for the feedback, and the time consumed, and the pandemic situations that hit our country. All right. For the last, that is my conclusion is most of information exists in different materials that can be found in information center, such as libraries, museum, galleries, or other similar environments. The content of this material contains valuable information that stored in different type of material, but not limited to manuscripts, microfilm, maps, poster, microfiche, rare books, photograph, audio recordings, and moving image. Creating an online archive plays a principal role in providing access to the content of different material for future use through the website or applications that be provided for the user to access at their home during the pandemic situations or when the archives are not open for visitor. Therefore, creating an online archive plays a main role for user to always get access to the material through their fingertips. Alright, this is my references. So I have about 8 references for this video presentation slides. So that's all for today. Thank you, Dr. Saiful Farid, and this my presentation. If there is any mistakes, don't hesitate to advise me, and I will do my improvement in my research proposal report. Thank you and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.